Alright guys, we are back again doing another radio review. This is the second video this week for two radios that I purchased off Amazon about 2 weeks ago. The first one that I bought was the Kaito K268, which is another review video that's on my channel, and you can go by there and check it out and see what I had to say about it. And the other radio that I bought in that group was the Retekess V-115. And if any of you have seen a previous video, I did a Retekess or a Tivdio V-111 or V-111. And it's kind of the bare bones, well, less than $10 FM, AM, and shortwave radio from this Chinese manufacturer. But anyways, I bought this radio with the Kaito, the K268, to qualify for free shipping. It was $14, $13.89, $12.98. I think it was $12.98. No, it was $14.59. That's what it was. I get it right in a minute. Anyways, it's $14.59 on Amazon. Bought them both together, qualified for the free shipping. And I have carried this radio with me for about a week now. Used it at work some, and it works pretty good. And the V-115 is kind of an upgraded model from the V-111. You have some newer features on it, and it has ability to record and play MP3s. So I don't know if that might be a handy feature to have. I don't do much with MP3s, but I might, don't know. Anyways, looking at the radio, a little small speaker, and as I have found to be true with these radios, the small speaker equates to not a lot of volume and kind of a tinny sound quality. Whereas the K268 has a very nice, rich, deep sound, and it has a tone control that you can, add more bass or take away to however you like to listen. And this one doesn't, and it gets a little, it's for lack of a better term, it's a cheap radio sound. So, but it's a good little radio. LCD display. Pretty good layout on the buttons and functions and what you can do and can't do with it. It has a little carry strap on the side here. I don't know if you can see it because it is starting to get dark out here. It has the USB charging port because it comes with a rechargeable battery. Yes, one of those little flat battery packs. No AA's in these. So you can recharge it by USB. It has a slot for the MP3 TF card. It has a line-in jack, so you can actually, input something into this radio and it'll play it. And it has a headphone out jack for, listening to headphones. This side of the radio there is nothing. And it has the little key insert that you fit into the battery door as a kickstand. That's attached to the little carry lanyard. So, and then it has a little short antenna, telescopic antenna, much shorter than the one on the K268. But this is actually, as far as reception goes, sensitivity and selectivity, it is a better radio than the Kaito. It's not quite as sensitive, but it is selective. It has a better selectivity, so you can actually, tune in and to the station you want to listen to and not have all those other overpowering stations in the background. I've used it for about a week now at work where radio reception is not all that great, and it does pretty good. Mostly just FM is all I could get where I was at. I did get my local AM station, and at night once the sun got down, when I was working late or whatever, I could, you know, take a break and turn it on and get some shortwaves. And I was able to get 2 shortwaves during the day, and that's just with the telescopic aerial only, with nothing else attached to it. So, but for $15, it's a pretty good little radio. I'm not a big fan of these little Chinese digital radios with the LCDs. They're nice, but I still like to have the needle that I can move and watch, and, you know, a big knob that I can turn. And that's another thing about this radio, is you have a direct entry keypad, but if you want to tune it, you have to scan with these buttons down here. And these buttons also function for the MP3 play. You've got a reverse, a pause play, and then a skip forward, and then of course your record, delete, record file, and then a menu button for your MP3. And your volume control is this little paddle switch right here. Then up here you've got your AM/FM button and your shortwave, and then your mode will change it from radio into MP3 player if you have a flash card inserted. There is one thing that I do like about this radio. I don't know if anyone's familiar with the Texans and the PL series, the PL310 ET and the PL380s. They have what they call an easy tune mode, and basically what it is it's a scan function that for every radio station that it scans through that has a signal level, it automatically inputs it into a temporary memory slot, so that when you go to scan through, you scan through those memory slots instead of having to scan through the whole frequency range. This radio does something similar on the FM band. It doesn't on the shortwave as well, but I haven't had a chance to really get it hooked up where it can actually have good reception on shortwave to actually try it out. But on the FM band, it does work very well. I tried it the other day, and it scans fairly quickly. And it inputted, I had 27 stations that it stored into a memory. So that is one little cool feature about this radio that I really wasn't expecting it to have. So, but before it gets too dark, let's turn it on and we'll let you listen to what we got. And I've got it hooked to my little long wire that's on the GoPro that you may have seen on other videos. That all it is a piece of wire attached to a telescopic pool skimmer pole stuck in the bed of my truck. So, all right, we're already on FM, so let's turn the volume up.
And I was going 55 miles an hour, but there was a state trooper that was in the lane next to me. And my wife said to me, "Why are you going so slow?" Get down where you can see
the display.
And I said to her, "There's a state trooper right there."
Just $5. See us online, which leads to millions.
Dream next from Chris Stapleton.
Every day. We are ready and available.
You a ticket.
And we're back to where we started.
I'm
So
gonna
that was a
show
little
you
scan
grace.
through,
And then he said,
showing you,
God's
kind of the audio quality and on the FM side.
That's Harris Ace Hardware.
All right, and we'll do the AM. This is my local AM station, so let's just do a little scan through and see what it'll pick up. And to scan, you press and hold the skip button. Oh, come on. let's see, to do the memory scan, to do the memory scan, you press and hold the play button.
Okay, all the
As you can see, every time it stops, it's storing a channel into memory. You see the channels going up 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 3, 4. Alright, now it's completed the scan, so we can use the skip button to arrow through. Let me turn the volume up some more. There's one. And some of these, it was just a carrier detect. There wasn't no audio.
So we were talking, and I was going down to Brazil.
There wasn't enough audio there to break through, but it detected a carrier, so it stored it in the memory. And I know you guys probably can't see the display because it's lit up an LCD right now. It's got a backlight, but I'm just scanning through the preset memories that it stored.
Open up, I didn't smell like a fresh.
There's back to my local. And that's pretty much all the way through. So let's switch over to shortwave.
You might be condemned in your sin, but les artistes populaires appartenant au patrimoine de l'Union vivante à Cuba et à l'étranger ont été mis en enchère à Paris par la maison française Piazza Ritmo. Ces œuvres provenaient d'une partie de la collection de Robert Altman, une chanteur.
Alright, we're going to start the shortwave scan, and it starts at 4775. And it's just scanning through now. And we're not going to do the whole shortwave frequency spectrum all the way to up to 22 megahertz. This radio will scan all the way to 22,550. So you get 4.7. Yeah, I think it's 4.75 all the way to 21.5, I believe is what the range is on. And you can tell that every station it's stopping on just about has some audio coming through, so it's picking up some pretty good stations. So, anyhow, I'm going to stop it right there.
Who will stop you from calling upon the name of Jesus? But right there and then, you listen to the voice of God. You will hear the voice.
Les deseamos a todos mucha suerte. Juega y aprende con R.
Threw it in the trash can, the tobacco, and he never smoked another day in his life because it was a reproof against Christ. Do we have any of that kind of conviction inside of our life? Do we have anything about...
Now here's a station that I like to listen to quite a lot. And this is 5085. This is WTWW out of Lebanon, Tennessee. And if any of you haven't listened to this station, try to tune it in. 5085 is one of their main frequencies that they broadcast. I think they've got 3 transmitters that they broadcast on. And as you can see by the ad right now, they do a lot of ham radio broadcasting. They broadcast several podcasts, and they do a lot with shortwave as well. Shortwave listening, people coming on there talking about it and giving tips and tricks and radio reviews and all that kind of stuff. So it'd be a good station to try to tune in sometimes. And
Shortwave, Citizens Band, scanning, Wi-Fi, you name it.
5085 WTWW, Lebanon, Tennessee. That's a good one to listen to. Scan picture.
Yes, ma'am.
As you can see, we're picking up stations every few hundred kilohertz on the spectrum. So
And to thee arise. And the Bible says in verse 42, straight away.
I'm gonna turn it off. Yeah, because it's getting dark, and I know you guys are probably tired of hearing me rock on and rant on and talk on about this radio. And you probably can't see much in my camera anymore. So, the Retekess V-115, $14 and some change, on Amazon. It was not on sale. That was, I think, its normal price. May have been on sale. But I'm pretty sure that's its normal price. Comes with a pretty thick user's manual that you can read through at your read at your own risk, because it is Chinglish. So it's kind of hard to understand. There's a lot of function on this radio that I haven't tried. The MP3 record and playback. It does have a menu where you can change the language settings on it. It has an auto power off, a couple of different, little settings there that you can change on it. It does not have a clock or an alarm function, which may be a plus for some people. It doesn't matter to me because I'm not going to use it as a clock, but sometimes it's handy to have. This one does not have a clock. It is louder than the V111 that I have as far as, the audio level. It's still relatively weak compared to some other radios, specifically the Kato K268 or the Texan R9012. Both those have really, really high output on the audios. But overall, this is a good little radio to have for the price. And like I said, no AA batteries. Comes with a rechargeable, one of those little flat rechargeable battery packs that you just slide in, kind of like a cell phone battery. I don't know how long the batteries will last in it, but judging from how much I've used it so far and the amount of discharge indicated by the battery indicator, it would probably last several weeks of intermittent use and continuous use. You could probably get 3 or 4 days out of it if you just turned it on and left it on and let it run. So, would I buy this radio again? As long as the price stays around $15, I'll buy another one, because it's a great little radio. It is only a couple dollars more than the V111, and the amount of features you get for the dollar upgrade is well worth it, because you go from a radio that has no direct entry and a scan only function that has no ability to set these channels in memory unless you do it manually, to a radio that has a direct entry keypad and that has we're going to call it a cloned easy tune mode from Texan that will allow you to scan through the band, and it'll temporarily put those channels in memory. I say temporarily. The scans I've done haven't changed. They've never lost their memory. So I don't know if you take the battery out, they may, but I haven't taken the battery out. But the upgraded features of this radio would definitely be worth a couple extra dollars. So I would definitely buy this radio again. It's a good little performer for 15 bucks. The supplied telescopic antenna doesn't do much for it, but you hook it to a long wire or a random wire or any length of wire that you can attach to it, and it does very well. So as the sun goes down and it gets almost completely dark out here, and you guys probably can't even see what's on the computer screen now or your phone screen, we'll say this: good purchase. I really like it. Would definitely buy it again. Thanks for watching. If you like the videos, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. If you'd like to donate $1 or $2 to help buy more radios for me to review and look at, and hopefully get my reviews down to an organized, methodical pattern, instead of it just being a random jumble of me talking about radios. Feel free to click on the PayPal link that's in the description, and put $1 or $2 in there. The money that goes in that account goes to buying radios only. It doesn't go to anything else. So any contribution is greatly appreciated. And as always, thanks for watching, and enjoy your radio.